Welcome to our Thursday morning HIIT workout. Today we're going to be doing our Tabata. So if you don't remember what a Tabata looks like, it's generally two exercises where you do 20 seconds exercise 1, you take a 10-second break, 20 seconds exercise 2, 10-second break. And you do that for 8 minutes, not for, well, I guess it is 8 rounds. We're going to start with our warm-up. Just starting with these arm swings. Having some muscle ache, so the warm-up's going to be extra important today, and I probably won't be moving as quickly, but don't let that slow you down. Double checking something here. And we'll go into our swimmers. Going forward. The nice thing about the Tabata is with sets only being, or the exercise only being 20 seconds, is you can modify, or, you know, it's only 20 seconds, so you can try to go for the full Monty. But you get to do it 8 rounds, so you really get to play with the exercise. And we're going to go backwards on those swimmers as well. I'll just go into our little side jog here. Morning stiffness as well as some muscle soreness is really affecting me today. That's okay. Sometimes we've got to recognize our workout won't be the best. Oh, I won't say that. It's not that it's not going to be the best. We're just going to go into our modified jumping jacks here. You can do a full jumping jack if you'd like. I'm just not equipped for that today. I'm going to do my best on this workout, and it is going to be the best workout for me, given my limitations today. That's a better way of putting it. All right, and then we're just going to do our hip hinge. Back on those left fingers to do our side lean. Do that again on the right. We're going to do it 2 more times, and this time instead of pulling back on the fingers, we're actually going to push them down. In case you didn't see that, sort of pushing it down like that. Doing the right side. And then we're just going to ease into some squats, starting with some quarter squats. Pushing my hips back, bending at the knees, slowly sinking a little bit lower. We're at that full squat there. All right, we're going to get started. They do have 24 minutes of exercise here. I'm going to demonstrate all of the exercises now just so that we can flow into the full 24 minutes without interruption. Our first exercise is just our step up. So stepping up, moving opposite arm, opposite leg, right? Second exercise is chair dips. So these two exercises go together. Elbows pointed behind, lower yourself. Remember, squeezing that beach ball with your elbows behind your back. Push-ups you can do incline. I'm just going to do incline for the sake of demonstration to keep this moving along. So this will be group 2. This will be minutes 8 to 16. Nice straight line. You know, that's our incline push-up. I'll probably be doing modified today in some capacity, but you can be doing full push-up. You can be doing modified, whatever you need. Our squat jacks, remember what we're going to do is we're going to squat down, go up into that jumping jack, come back down. You can modify this plenty of different ways. You can even like stay in the squat if you're really working on building that booty. That's a great one where you just stay in the squat and do the jump out, jump in. Our leg lifts, we're on the ground. Lift the legs up, lower them. You need to make it easier. We bend the knees, bring them in and out. Farther out the knees are, harder it is. So this is group 3. This will be minutes 16 to 24. And then the cardio move, or the second move, is our crossbody mountain climbers. So we're just in that high plank position. Going crossbody. All right. We'll get started with our step ups. In 3, 2, and 1. Just start that timer there. And that timer's not going. That's wonderful. We'll just get that going now. Okay, there we go. I can even leave that running the whole time, which I'm going to try. Just to simulate more of that Tabata style. Okay, well, we got a 10-second break. Make sure you have your water nearby. And again, with this workout, we're going into our dips. If you need to miss 20 seconds of an exercise and you want to take a 30-second break, you certainly can. If I want to make these dips a little harder, I'm just putting my feet a little further out. But I'm not trying to make them harder on myself today. I'm just recognizing my limitations today. And that's completely okay. And we're on route 2. I'm still going to do my best. Nothing's working today. All right, we're just using the timer today because my my round counter isn't working either. So we know that our minutes are our rounds, and we're going to 8 minutes with this group. I'm just going to hide that round so it's not taunting me. And we go into our dips. Again, if I want to make these a little harder, I'm extending my legs out a little bit more. Sinking as deep as I can. Elbows pointed back. Squeezing that beach ball behind your back. All right, and that's round 2. You know, with doing, like I said, with doing 8 rounds of these, you could be experimenting, right? Like, we don't have a chair. We could be doing our high knees instead. We could be doing these high knees a little faster. The Tabata is supposed to be these short, intense groups of exercise, right? 20 seconds, going hard, 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 hard. Again, if you have troubles with the dip, you can find something a little higher, like a couch. And use the couch with bent knees, right? And then you're a little bit higher. A lot of people will do these outside on like park benches. And you know, the opposite of using the front of the bench here is using the back of the bench to do your dips. Same principles apply, and I'm still using my triceps. Round 2 done. The step-ups can be done on something a little bit lower if you want to go a little bit faster. But we're just moving through it. All the same, get one more in here. You can certainly add equipment into this as well. If you wanted to hold dumbbells on your step-up, you can do that. Do a weighted step-up. A little harder to add weight to the dip here, but if you wanted, you could set something on your lap. You wanted to add a little bit of weight there, but I would suggest just making it harder first through either extending your legs, going to single leg. Those are probably some better ways to make it harder first before we start trying to add weight into it. You can even use a band to simulate some extra weight as well. Have that going across your lap and pinned under your hands. Oh, is that for done? And based on time, you could be, maybe you're just doing one group of 8 minutes throughout your day, right? Where can you fit 8 minutes 3 times throughout your day? If you want to maybe shorten this workout a little bit more, you can only do 5-minute rounds, right? You can be done right now. Again, all personal preference. We just try to do the best given our unique situations and our unique abilities and schedules. If you're doing something, it's a whole lot better than doing nothing. When I first woke up this morning, like I said, I'm in quite a bit of stiffness and soreness. Oh, went a little extra there talking. Right into the dips. I thought maybe I'd post, an old workout. I know how important it is to go live. And I told myself, I can just do my best. The workout's going to be good for me too. Light movement. I'm not pushing myself super hard here today. I'm just doing my best because something is a lot better than nothing, and I know I'm going to feel better afterwards. At the end of the 30 minutes, I'm going to start thinking, why would I even have had that thought originally? Done. Dips. And you might be feeling great today, and you're just zooming through these exercises. Every 20 seconds is a intense interval. I'd say good for you today. You keep up that good work. All right, and we're on to our last group, and then we're going to be, there's not really that much rest time. Last round, I should say. There's not too much rest time, and we're going right into those push-ups. Again, I'm probably going to stick with the inclines today. I'll show you modified as well, and maybe crank out a few regular push-ups. But that's okay, right? We just meet ourselves where we're at in the day. Oh, we'll skip the dips. Skip the dip. Can't be doing that. Still squeezing that beach ball. Almost there. Almost near group 1. One more dip. And that's done again. If you need to take that extra bit of a break, go ahead. Because there's not too much of a break throughout this workout. Then we're into our push-ups and squat jacks. Yeah, as fast or as slow as you need to. It's supposed to be an intense interval, and it probably doesn't look like it for me at this pace. That was quite intense for me. Our squat jack short. We hinge at the hips, bend at the knees. We jump up into that squat or into that jumping jack. Come down. So we're gonna come down and then up into that jump. Nice soft feet here. Soft knees. All right. Motivate. Show you modified from the ground here. Going from the knees, still nice straight line. Hands up the shoulders. Lower myself. Push back up. Again, full push up. I'll start when I'm fresh on the 10-minute mark. I'll show you a couple. I just didn't have it in me there. I squat, I come up into that jumping jack, and then on that downward phase of the jumping jack is what I'm just sinking into my squat. Awesome. Push-ups that I would show, one or two. Nice straight line, and I'll show you a modified squat jack next time. Nice straight line. That's all we're getting for me. Not sure how much you saw me struggling there, but we're not all perfect all the time, and that's okay. We have to accept ourselves for what we can do, our abilities in the moment. For a modified squat jack, we can really take out a lot of the impact. I'm just going to do my quarter squat, and when I come up, I'm going to step, quarter squat, step, quarter squat. Right? I hinge, then at the knees, I stand up. Or if you want to progress a little bit, when you squat, that's when you step, and you stand back up. All right? Those push-ups, try to keep that nice straight line. And you can be going as fast or slow as you'd like. But I try to maintain perfect form throughout. That's one thing I won't budge on. And that's no matter. I'm going to show you those squats again modified. No matter, the soreness you're feeling or how slow you're trying to take it today, we always still practice with good form. Right? So, quarter squat, I'm stepping laterally, I stand up. And again, if you want to make it easier, it's squat, stand, lateral. And you can get the arms moving as well throughout that. Completely up to you. Nice straight line from shoulder to ankle, right? And I'm still trying to get that full range of motion. If I was doing, a full push-up, maybe I would only be going quarter, half way range of motion, but it's important to me that I get that full range of motion. It might not be so important to you, but I want to be strong in that full push pattern. Okay. 3 more rounds. These push-ups are getting quite challenging. Again, if you need an even sort of more modified version, you could be doing, it's really hard for me to show these push-ups from the wall instead because you can't get the full range of motion because your head can't go through the wall. But it's a great place to start if you're not great with push-ups. I do want to show us modified squat jacks again, just with the arm movement. So I come down, and then maybe as I step, that's what I'm doing my arm motion, right? So I squat, and as I'm stepping, I do that little bit of arm motion, stand up, squat, step. Arm motion. A little bit of a lesson in coordination. Try doing this quickly. a little more difficult than it looks. The modified push-ups that you're doing from, I mean, you can be doing full push-ups, but again, I do not have it in me today. I don't really want to feel like hurt myself to show off. And you should never feel that way either. Be happy we're exercising, happy we're taking the time out of our day, happy we're doing our best. That's all we can ever ask. I'm just going to show you the squat check from that lateral point of view again, just so you can sort of see. I don't go, might not be a full squat or a half squat. That just allows me to keep moving the whole 20 seconds. Okay, last round. Push-ups, squat jacks. And then we're on to our leg lift. Cross body mountain climbers. If you ever want to get more triceps into a push-up, just you're moving your hands a little closer together, tucking your elbows in a little bit tighter. And then if you want to get more chest, we're moving out to shoulder width. I never go wider than shoulder width just because it's really tough on the shoulder. You know, a lot of people will do wide push-ups. I don't really recommend them at all. Same reason I don't recommend a wide grip bench press. And if you're curious on why, I can link a video to you explaining it. Or I can always explain it to you in a quick chat, but not so much appropriate for this workout. So I just transitioned into my leg lift. This whole 8 minutes, we're actually on the ground. So there's not a lot of getting up. Yeah, I have a slight bend in my knees again, just to make things a little bit more modified for myself today. Cross body mountain climber, we're in that high plank position. I bring knee to opposite elbow, but I'm not losing that form in my hips, right? I'm not having to turn my whole torso to do it. I'm driving my knee, keeping nice, solid form. Going into those leg lifts. And if we want to make these easier, we bend the knees and we do some reverse crunches. I gotta adjust so I can see the clock here. But still try not to let the legs hit the ground, the feet hit the ground, and that's gonna make it really challenging on your core. Another way you can modify your cross-body mountain climbers is you can't really do them from a modified plank position, but you can do them from an inclined plank position, right? So we could visit that same place that we did for our push-ups. And then we're just driving knee to opposite elbow. And you can pick up the pace on this. But we want to make sure that our form is good. We're not turning too much. Losing that form where we're taking out the obliques. We want to really engage those obliques as a stabilizer. And again, if you start feeling it in your low back here, maybe you have to take it back to this modified, or maybe you're marching instead here, and you're allowing the feet to touch the ground there. But you have to modify based on your ability and what your body's telling you. And you can be going quick on these too. I find when I go quick, I start to lose my form. So I just take my time. On these, I'm still sweating up a storm here, working hard. I have the AC on. Still working hard. So we got 5 more rounds left. We're doing great. And we're all done this workout. And you can feel proud because 24 minutes of straight exercise is not easy, right? That's extremely difficult. If you want to make these extremely challenging, legs straight, point your toes towards your shins. And then we're lifting, all right? Those will make those extremely difficult. I can do the modified version of these again. Because a lot of my soreness I'm feeling in my chest and shoulders. And this helps me still engage my core while using a little bit less than my chest and my shoulders to have to support my body up. Okay, we're back on the ground for a leg lift. We've reached the 20-minute mark. Looks like we're going to go a little over with the cool down. I kind of expected it. I took a longer warm-up. But there's nothing wrong with that, right? Nothing wrong with taking a little bit of an extra warm-up. If you have to go right at 8, or you only have that 30 minutes and you're watching from YouTube, I suggest maybe stopping here, starting your cool down, do some stretches. If you wanted to do these from the ground and you ever wanted to take a break, we could be do a few cross-body mountain climbers. You can go into that modified plank, maybe do some shoulder taps instead. And then when you're ready, you can just pop back up. I really love the plank to modified plank position because it's so easy to pop in and out of it. And those muscles feel engaged the whole time. It's like a natural built-in drop set. You don't ever really get a break from popping in and out of those. It just gets a little bit easier because of the modified position, but that muscle is always engaged. And we're pushing because we know we're on our final 3 rounds. That's less than 3 minutes of exercise now, 2.5. You can do it. And right now, between those leg lifts and these cross-body mountain climbers, my core is feeling it. That's a feeling a lot of people chase. They feel the burn in their chest and their shoulders when they do the push-ups, or their triceps when they do the dips, or their legs when they do their squats. They sometimes have a hard time feeling that same burn, that same fatigue in their core muscles. If you ever encounter somebody like that, just tell them to do this workout. They'll be feeling it, especially in those lower sort of abdominal section. A lot of people always say, how do I target this area? These leg lifts and these cross-body mountain climbers are certainly doing it for me. See, still maintaining perfect form. I'm tired, but I maintain that perfect form all the way to our last round. Here we go. Last round of leg lifts. Finish strong. Do your best. I'm starting to feel it in my low back there, so I'm actually going to bend my knees now. Again, after 8 rounds of that exercise, that's pretty natural. I don't really need to modify on these. I find these a little bit of an easier core move. The challenge being right now, just maintaining this high plank position with my chest and my shoulders. But at any point I feel it in my low back, I'm just going to pop up into that incline position and do it that way. But no need because we are done, congratulations. I'm going to stop the timer. Clear it so it's not distracting. Okay, we can start our stretching from the ground. Hopefully you're still there. So I know where I want to be right now, and that's just lying on the ground. I'm going to go with my arms in a T and slowly work them up into a Y. And I don't think that's happening. This is as much as I get today. That's okay. I'm still feeling that chest stretch by actively pushing my shoulders into the ground. And I'm just taking a few deep breaths. And if you've been doing my workouts for a while, you know where I naturally lead with after this one. We're going to mix it up a little bit. And I'm just going to bring my right leg over so my foot's on the ground. And then I'm looking towards my right hand. If you have great flexibility, you might be able to bring your knee to the ground. If you have something like an exercise ball, you can put it there and cross over on that, or maybe some yoga blocks. Just make sure you're looking towards that right side. Then we're going to switch. Bring the left foot over as far as you can. Keep the foot planted on the ground. Look towards the left hand. Just keep the right leg straight. And then maybe you can move that left leg a little bit higher, a little further across. If you get the knee on the ground, that's really great, but just not in the current terrain. Bring my left leg across again. This time, bring the right leg up. Left hand through the hole. Right hand on the outside, head on the ground, pull the right knee towards the chest. 2 deep breaths. I felt that was a really good workout today for me. Again, glad I did it. I'm in a lot of soreness right now and pain. We'll switch sides. But I did my best, and that's something I can be really proud of. And if you have somebody that you know that always says they struggle for time, just show them this workout. They can throw 8 minutes throughout the day, 5 minutes throughout their day. And they don't have to worry about getting too sweaty because they're only exercising 5 minutes at a time. Then we're going to slowly get up into that half kneel position. I'm going to bring my left leg forward. Push my hips forward. Right arm goes up. And then I'm just pushing my hips forward again, leaning into it, feeling that stretch in the front here. And we'll switch sides. We'll do our handcuff stretch, and I've already kept you guys a little bit over time, so that will probably be it for today. If you need to still cool down, take some time with some extra stretches you've learned or that are on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, and then our handcuff stretch. Arms lying in the back, shoulders backing down. I'm just grabbing onto my left wrist right now. And I'm going to grab one of my right wrists. Call that switching sides. Nice few deep breaths. That is it for me for today, though. I hope you guys enjoyed that workout, despite all my modifications today for myself. If you do have any questions, comments, or concerns, always feel free to send me a message or leave them in the comments. I'm back on schedule on Tuesday. If you're looking for more of a beginner workout, we have Justin, 4:30 at Thursday. Again, we have our lunchtime classes every day of the week, Monday through Friday. I hope you guys can enjoy one of those as well. See you next time.